So I'm Max Lemayan, and I'm very interested with agroforestry and permaculture. I'm from Sweden, but also active in Kenya. So this is our home now in Kenya, and there's a tree that we have in our farm that we didn't have so many when we started, but they are coming, many of them. So when we started here 2017, we started with fencing and started to manage this grazing. So we didn't keep, like outside here, there are Samburu people living, and the grazing is very intense with cows, goats, and sheep. And outside there's quite a difference. There's more of a bushy place, but here it has become a grassland. Those small bushes, they are disappearing, but grass is taking over here. And we're having tall grass, but outside it's not that tall grass. So when we started, there were a few of these trees. These trees are called Acacia Gerrardii. In some call it Rangau. Masai they call it Orgongwenyi. And they were just small when we started, just like this tree here. And we had maybe 10 of them or something. And because we have been having managed grazing where we have let this place to rest for 6 months or even 1 year before bringing animals, these trees have been able to grow to now become big trees. So this kind of management has been very important. And what we have seen every year, there are more small trees coming. Every year there are more small trees coming. Even a few of these trees now are starting to put their own seeds. So we are getting very many trees. And then I am pruning the trees so that they can grow more straight. And I normally prune the big branches and try to find one big branch, like this tree now. I'm trying to get this tree to go straighter, so if I would continue pruning, I would just remove this one, the big one. And then I will keep some of the branches so that the goats have a chance to eat. So you can see up here, the leaves are still big. But when you go down here, the leaves are very small. And this is the difference from grazing. This one is because of goats, this one the goats cannot reach. So because the trees are mature now, they are big, I'm actually allowing goats to be here, feeding on them. So it's a way actually to prune them. I'm removing the big branches and then I'm letting the goats to eat the small one. Because it's a very nice feed for goats. It's a very nice feed for goats. The goats get this tree and they also get the grass. So they get quite a good balanced diet, as they also eat some other kind of weeds in this chamber. And the branches, what we do with the branches, we normally put them in the fence. Like here we are starting now to fence this place. So the smaller branches, we can use them in the fence. And the bigger branches, we use them for firewood, or we even make our own charcoal. So these are very, very nice firewood and very nice charcoal. And it's like a forest creator, forest starter. When you go and see this kind of bush, it is a nice place now to plant other trees inside. So that is something that we could do. Even we are starting to get a few other trees inside here. like the yellow croton and some other trees. So it's a very important tree for us, this Acacia Gerrardii, and we do promote growing this tree in this kind of areas. We're in a semi-arid savanna, although because of overgrazing outside there, you can't really tell there's a savanna, but you can tell there's a savanna when you see this farm. And this tree do very well. And I do plant it using, again, the seeds of this tree. Like this tree now, it has some seeds. I don't know if I can reach, but it has some seeds up there. So I normally collect the seeds and then I would dig some holes so that the water I've been digging some hole here to stop the water. So I've seen that when water is stopped and you have those seeds there, the trees germinate. And that is what we can see here actually. After some rain, I remove these weeds. You actually see this is one tree. This is one tree. So there are two. This is another tree. Three. This is another tree. 4, 5, 6, 7. They're coming here. So it's quite easy to grow. Actually, one of the acacias that are easy to grow is this one. Because this kind of seeds are very light and absorbs moisture very easily. While other acacias like Acacia nilotica, Acacia tortilis, those ones have a very hard cover. They will not be able to germinate that easily because of that hard cover. But this one germinates very easily. So I'm using it now like a fence boundary, creating a boundary here to separate the two chambers. So that is it. It also has some other benefits in its season. It also flowers, and the flower is a good attraction for the bees. So they get some feeding for it. Ourselves, we don't have beehives at the moment, but our neighbors do, and we do buy asali from our neighbors. So indirectly we benefit from these trees, the flowers. And they also attract birds. You have some birds' nests inside these trees, especially when they grow bigger. And we started our farm, actually this is our house behind me. Started our farm with one tree. Actually, this place only was some bushes, but that one, there's a big tree that is Acacia Gerrardii. Behind all that forest, there's a very big tree. And that is now the Acacia Gerrardii. It is like the mother of all these trees because it's on the high side. This is where actually the flood water will come if there's a lot of water. So most likely that is the one who have been seeding all these trees. And inside that one we have maybe 100 or 200 nests of birds. Maybe you can even hear some of those birds sing. So yeah, it's a very nice tree, useful for us in this farm. So hope you learned something new.